8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This video is a proud presentation of MJ Broadcasting. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game. Game number 1 of the ETA Championship. ETA round for the Clarendon Toros versus the Peterborough Petes. Toros got swept away by the first place Whippy, while Peterborough lost 7 points to 1 to Quinty, which puts them both in this place in the ETA playoff. The winner of this series will go on to the ETA Championship. Into the zone. Trying to take the shot. Thrown to the goal. Out of the reach and into the corner. Corners aren't very good here, so we're not going to get that very well. Throwing at the net. That went out of the reach. Kept in by Bishop from the line. Fires it in behind the goal. Right in behind the net. Peterborough will scoop it up and try and clip it out of their zone. Comes back around the other side. Going to go back to the line again for Bishop. That's going to try and get picked off, and he got knocked down there at the blue line. Toros pick it up in their own zone. Just getting started here at the Evinrude Arena in Peterborough. Scooped up there by Pithy. Pithy tried to get in the zone. He got taken off his feet. Our dog skips it up at center. Tries to get in the zone at the blue line. That's going to be offside. And they stay onside. Our dog's in. All alone against Brian. And there's this first stop there with a right pad. Toros might have caught a break. It looked like that might have been offside, but it went for them, and going back to the line again for Schlitt. That one out of the reach of our dog. As it's over there in the corner, Peterborough trying to clear it up through center. Scooped up there by Brody Pithy in the zone. Pithy looking for the shot. It got blocked and steered aside by our dog. So taking him behind the net. Got taken off his speed and behind the goal. Blowing it out there for Baker. He couldn't shoot on the forehand, throws it in the net anyway, and they score! Brody Pithy opens up the scoring in the series by turning and firing from the slot area and beating Ryan to make it 1-0 Toros. Oh, not even 2 minutes into the series, and the Toros are the first ones on the board. That's going to go to Pithy, who picked up the loose puck and fired it past Ryan. That comes in offside. We get another draw just inside the line here. Peterborough skip it up at center. Coming in the zone now is Marshall with a backhand. Goes in behind the net. Jackman on the loose puck. Ethan Jackman takes it behind his own net. Got taken off his feet. They're trying to find somebody out of front. Purcell on a wraparound. And that was a nice defensive play there by Cooper McCaslin to help out Purcell as he was able to block that shot on the wraparound. And we have an injured Toros player, Pithy, in behind the net. There's actually more of the injured player that's getting taken off to the bench. Now it'll be a defensive face-off taken by Jackman. One there by Jessup. Jessup trying to throw it at her front. And he finds Marshall turning around. That got blocked. Jessup will pick up the loose puck in the corner. Jessup trying to get away from Bishop. Took his man off the puck. Tried to go back to the line. Jessup clears it up through center. Scooped up and over to the other side for Marshall. Marshall's getting corralled on, trying to find the loose puck. Marshall throws it at her front as turning around with Jessup, and that's going wide of the net and behind the goal. Bishop, all along with Jackman trying to get it up. Jackman got it up there for Rohrbeck with that lead pass. Nice break up at center. Brings it in offside as the number 7 was just in over the line. That was Jessup. A draw just inside the blue line. Pithy. Overskated the puck, quick shot, right pad stop there from Parcero. Jones trying to walk it out of front. Turned over there to Schlitt. Schlitt trying to go off to the races up through center. Brady Schlitt dumps it into the corner in behind the net. trying to win that battle in the corner in behind the goal and go back to the line over the stick of Brandt and kept in there by Beveridge. Beveridge turned it over at center, and that's going to go down the ice. No icing on the call. Bathgate was back there trying to get the loose puck. There's Luke Stone. Stone with a pass. He tried to find Beveridge. It got broken up there by Bathgate at center. Then the Pickle scoops it up in the zone. Lost his footing there at the blue line and lost control of the puck. Peterborough come up with it and started up through the neutral zone, dumping it down the ice into the corner. Around there for Pithy as he's going to try and get that ricochet around the board. Pithy getting some help with Schlett over there on the left side, trying to dig that puck free. Peterborough determined to pick up that loose puck, turned over to Pickle. Then the Pickle scoops it up, comes up through the neutral zone, looks to start some damage. He's a 3-on-1. The odds against him, still gets the shot away. Kicked aside by Ryan as he kicked it into the corner. Pithy with another shot. That's going wide. He's got the only goal in the game. He opened the scoring 2 minutes into the game by contributing a loose puck in the slot area and beating Ryan to the glove hand side. Scooping it up, Toros stay on side, and there's our dog. Our dog takes it to the net. Takes it in behind the goal, looking to settle it in front. Only has more at the line, and it went over his stick. So it's good to see him back after colliding into the back end boards behind the net. Moore taking it back in his own zone, looking for the pass, got broken up. Still digging away at the loose puck. Gets kept in from the line, trying to get a shot through from the screen, and it got knocked down by the Toros on the front. Another quick shot as the right pad stop there by Mateo Parcero. Fires it around the board. Adam Baker trying to get it past Turner. And there's Pithy on it. Pithy's got to turn on the jets to get away from number 51. And he will. He's got a breakaway against Ryan. Backhand, he scores! And there's the second goal of the game for Brody Pithy. A nice goal to go to the backhand and lift it up and over the blocker hand of Ryan to make it 2-0. So it's a good road start here in game one of this ETA playoffs for the Toros as they control a 2-0 lead over the Peterborough Petes with under 5 minutes left to go here in the first. That's going down the ice and into the corner. Bishop back in his own end. Hudson Bishop trying to get away from the checker. Turns it over there to Williams. Williams kept it in. Quick shot, blocked out of front. Nice play there by Nolan Lee to block that shot, and he clears it aside down the ice. They pass the other side for Marshall, trying to chip it out. Toros trying to find that loose puck at the center. Asher Mitchell comes in over the line. Nice play by Jackman to stay on side. As that goes in behind the goal, scooped up there by number 10. He'll take it back in his own end. Started up through the neutral zone. With some nice moves, he gets away from the checker. It's Williams. Bishop trying to hold him off. Takes it in behind the goal. Trying to wrap it out of front. Mateo Parcero came back across. Turning around is Jessup for the shot. Blocker stop. It hit the post actually and came right to the side of the net for Marshall to deposit it into the back of the net. He had an easy goal right there. He puts Peterborough on the board. It's 2-1. Sometimes the goalpost can be the goalie's best friend, and sometimes it's the worst enemy. Right there, hit the goalpost and stayed right there at the side of the net for an easy tap in for Jessup to make it 2-1. That Marshall, that tapped that in at the side of the net to make that 2-1. Toros try and get that one back. It's back in behind the net. Trying to clear that puck out through center. Schlitt tries to hold the line. Jake Beavers will chip it into the corner. Puts it back in behind the net. He'll fire it around. Trying to get kept in there by Mitchell. Beavers is going to help him out there in the right-hand corner. Try and dig that puck free for a scoring opportunity. Peterborough pick it up and go to the backhand to the other side. Trying to find an open lane to get it out of their zone. Stuck there in the neutral zone. Toros find it and dump it back into the corner in behind the Peterborough net. Coming around the other side for number 34. Stone is going to try and hold him off over there. Beavers tried to hold the line but couldn't. Then the Pickle scooped it up there from about the penalty box area. Comes up in the zone. Stone will chip it deeper in behind the Peterborough net. And they'll start it from center. Turned over there, and Pickle had a couple whacks away at it. Finally fell down. Pithy brings it in, and we're going to get a tripping call coming up. So we'll get our first penalty of the series, and it'll go for a power play for the Toros. I believe that's 91. That is going to the box for Peterborough. It'll be another draw just inside the Peterborough line. If we start this face-off, then power play, our dog will take the face-off. Wins it back, and it goes past Moore. Trying to start something short-handed, but nice play there by Bishop or McCaslin to come back and pick up that loose puck. Pass up there for our dog, over his stick and also over the stick of Adam Baker on the left-hand side. And that's going to be offside. Face-off, just inside the line again. Comes in. Nolan Moore back in his own end. Moore will take it behind his own net as we're approaching the last minute of play of period number 1. Toros lead this one 2-1 on the strength of 2 goals by Brody Pithy, and Marshall has the goal for Peterborough, cashing in on a play out in front that hit the post, and he just jammed it in from the side of the net. Moore trying to do the damage versus number 9. Toros on the power play here, but haven't had a shot yet. Number 9 walks out short-handed. Quick shot is going to roll right through the blue area. Up there for Baker. Adam Baker couldn't get it out of his own end. Our dog trying to help him out on the other side, as they're going to try and pick that puck up as Cooper McCaslin. That's going down the ice and into the corner. Moore's going to try and slap it around hard to the other side for Pithy. Pithy's getting pressured on there by number 3 from the line. McCaslin from his own zone with a lead pass for Baker. Trying to get around the checker. He'll take it from the face-off circle and try and put it in behind the net. Some nice moves there. Was able to get it behind the goal to Pithy, but the Toros can't get that last shot away. They will take a 2-1 lead to period number 2 here in game 1 of this ETA playoff series with the Peterborough Petes. A draw to kick off period number 2. Jackman will take it. Wins it to Mitchell. Number 12 moves it up there for number 27, who shoots that pass up from the line. Trying to get it around the checker. Will chip it in behind the net. Bishop trying to fire it around the other side. Peterborough's trying to keep it in from the line and keep this short-handed pressure on. That shot fanned on as he couldn't get it away to pull the trigger. Trying to go back to the line again. He kept it in as number 87. His shot is going to flutter into the right corner. Toros are going to pick it up. And we're going to get a penalty call coming up, and that will even things up. Actually, the penalty to Peterborough is over now, so they get to go on the power play to try and tie things up in a 2-1 game here at the Evinrude Arena in period number 2. Trying to fire it around the other side. That got kept in from the line. Fans on the shot, but the Toros couldn't get it out though. Quick shot is going to try and get tipped out in front. Parcero makes a big save right in front as they tried for that one-timer right in front of the crease area. And Mateo Parcero came up with a huge stop. Keeps this one at 2-1. And they'll take another draw off to the right of the goal. One there by Peterborough. But the shot didn't make it through. It went in behind the net. And they're trying to center it up in front. Comes around to the other side. Toros trying to find a lane to dump it out of there. And they'll dump it down the ice. Rohrbeck trying to win the race. Overskidded the puck. Number 88 picks it up. Leading the rush through center with a backhand pass. For number 29, it was out of his reach. That'll go right back into the Toros end. 45 seconds left on the penalty to Nolan Lee. Trying to clear it out. That got kept in from the line. And Peterborough get the opportunity to try and fire that shot. It got blocked in front. and went into the Toros corner in the left-hand side. Another opportunity to clear. This one they will again. That's going to roll in right to Ryan, and he's going to cover that as Landon Pickle was hustling at the puck. So he took no chances. He'll freeze that for another face-off in his own zone. With 22 seconds left to go on this power play for Peterborough, they'll have to try and start something from their own end. And that face-off will be taken by Turner off to the right of Ryan. And the Pickle will take the draw on the offensive end for the Toros. Hatton tried to clear it out, couldn't do it. Pickle tried to turn and fire short-handed. He's walking in and scores! Landon Pickle with some nice moves, short-handed, and he geked out Ryan. Went to the backhand and made no mistake to put the Toros up 3-1. So that will be the end of the day for Ryan in the Peterborough goal. And I didn't catch the name of number 35, so that's how we're going for that for the rest of the game. Number 35 for, and I believe that says Brown. So now we got that. Brown is in net for Peterborough. Nolan Moore turns it over, and the opportunity to try and go now is Jessup, but it's offside. Jessup will take the draw just inside the Toros line, picking it up there, getting hooked up, and that's going to be a penalty as Bodie Pithy got hooked up. Toros get to go with the extra man blocked there by Marshall out in front, and he touches it up. Here comes the penalty call coming to Peterborough, and this one is going to go to Marshall for the trip. The Toros get to go to the power play to try and do some more damage. With a 3-1 lead, they'll send out the line of our dog, Pithy, and Baker. Hunter fires around the other side. Adam Baker tries to cut it off there at the other side, and that's going to go down the ice. Kill off some time on this power play that rolls in behind the net. Trying to scoop it up out of the zone with a lead pass off the back end boards. Scooping it up, trying to get away. Nice squeeze play to get away by our dog. Our dog setting up Baker, but he couldn't fire it. Trying to fire that one, and it finds a lane down the ice. Toros have got to go back in their own end to pick it up, and it'll be Bishop that'll do just that. Hudson Bishop with a lead pass. Going to the other side for our dog. Our dog fires it off the back end boards, gets tripped up. That's going to be offside. And Toros still inside again. Our dog trying to walk it in with a shot. That's stopped by Brown. Coming around the other side, kept in from the line by Bishop with a shot. That got blocked out in front. Trying to dig that puck free out of the zone. Comes in behind the net. Pithy trying to win that battle. Jackman tried to help him out, but number 91 picked it up. His clearing attempt at his own player. Still can't get it out. Nolan Lee kept it in from the line. 35 seconds left to go on the Toros power play, and the penalty to Marshall. Trying to find a lane. He dumps it off the back end boards. Nice play by Bishop to hold it in. Hudson Bishop tried to get around the check of Bathgate. Couldn't do it. That goes back around into the corner. Other side it goes. Kept in by Mitchell. Asher Mitchell with a nice move around. Setting it up in front. Carter Rohrbach trying to fire it. That goes wide. Mitchell out front again for Rohrbach. Quick shot goes. Carter Rohrbach took the pass and then snapped it past Brown. And the Toros are off and running here in the second period with a 4-1 lead. So it was 2 even strength goals, a short-ended goal, and a power play goal. So the Toros are doing it in every which way so far here in this game with a 4-1 lead. Stone trying to get it past Turner, and that will be number 2 trying to get away with it up center. That's going to slide down the ice in behind the Toros net. Got pickpocketed in behind the goal, trying to walk it out in front. Stone tried to get it out of his own end. He got knocked down there by number 81 from center. Trying to get around the checker. Nice play. Quick shot from Beveridge. Got caught there by Brown, but he couldn't corral it. That could come back to pay off For the Toros, they come back in the zone. Knocked down again for Pickle with a shot. That got blocked. A nice play there by number 9 to block that shot. Firing around the other side. Gets kept in from the line by Schlitt. He has him back up and behind him with Pickle, but here they come up through center with Peterborough. Number 9 trying to get around the checker. He got knocked up. Here comes a chance to get around for Stone. Luke Stone taking it hard to the net. Tripped up there by Hutton. And that'll be a penalty coming up here for Hutton and behind the goal. So the Toros have a 4-1 lead and an opportunity to keep piling it on here at the Evan Rood Center. And a draw just off to the left of Brown. Cut there from the line. Quick shot. That's going to bounce off the back end boards and take it out of front. Pithy tried to bank it in from the side. And Brown was able to come back and make the stop. Look at the Toros bounce out of front and looked like Pithy was looking at the wide open goal, but Brown was able to regroup himself and make that stop off the back end board. Our dog try to get around the checker, and he will. Goes in behind the net there for Williams. Williams got pressured on there by Pithy and behind the goal. Our dog trying to walk it out. He's got Baker sitting all on his lonesome. Couldn't get the pass out to him. Here comes an opportunity now for Pithy with a backhand as he looked for the hat trick, and he just missed off the left hand side. Back to the line, out of the reach, as he couldn't keep it in from the blue line. McCaslin's got to hurry back on the loose puck. Backhanded on his own net, and it just went through the crease area. Moving it to the other side, they're coming in with Adam Baker. Cross check down, and that's going to be another Peterborough penalty. So Peterborough are finding themselves into a bigger hole here in the second period. Down 4-1, and now down 2 men. Jaw coming out to the left, coming around the back end boards for Mitchell. Mitchell tries to go back to the line. Asher Mitchell trying to walk it out for Jackman. Ethan Jackman walks out, back in, just fires it wide. He had Brown down. Mitchell on the rebound, scores! Asher Mitchell cashes in from the side of the net. Toros with those big opportunities. First one went to Jackman and he just slid it wide, and then it laid there for a couple of minutes in the crease area, and Asher Mitchell knew what to do with it. He swept it into the back of the net for another power play goal to make it 5-1. So all those Peterborough penalties seem to be biting them in the you-know-where. Goes in behind the net. Trying to come around the net. Tapped in by a Bishop. Bishop fires it in behind the goal. Hunter fires it around the other side for number 91. Nice play there by Nolan Lee to come in and knock that puck away. Lee trying to steer it aside and behind the net. That's coming around the boards. It'll get kept in from the line by Jackson, who was able to hold it in from the line. Quick shot. Got knocked down out of front. Mitchell trying to find the loose puck. Kept in there by Bishop. And now it gets swept aside. That'll get set down the ice. No icing on the call. They're going to retrieve it back in their own end with Jackman with some nice moves. Ethan Jackman laid it from his own end with some nice deeks. He comes up through center. Comes in the zone. Looking for the shot. Scores! What a goal by Jackman. He took it from his own end, made his way around about 2 or 3 defenders, and then did what he did best, snapping it past Brown to make it 6-1. Face off. Won there by Peterborough. Cross check over there on the other side. Trying to come up into the zone. They go back to behind the net. Stripped up there by Lyndon Pickle from his own end. As it goes in behind the net. Taking off his feet. Number 2 trying to find that loose puck in behind the goal. Pickle skipped it up from his own zone. Landon Pickle leading it in with some nice moves. Finally sweeps it into the corner. Turner trying to get away from the checker. Couldn't do it. Knocked down by Schlitt in his own end. Brady Schlitt coming around the checker. Tried to go back to the line. Picked up by Stone. And that is going to be a Toros penalty coming up. The penalty goes to Pickle, so Peterborough get to go to the power play, and they've got a lot of work to do as the Toros have really put a stamping on this one to make it 6-1. They led 2-1 going into this period, but they put the pedal to the metal, so to speak, here in the second, and it started to run away with it. Trying to walk it out of front. Goes in behind the goal for Baker. Been goals by Pickle, Ardog, Rohrbeck, and Jackman here in the second, and Pithy had the first two in the first period. Marshall with the only tally for Peterborough. That's going in behind the net, right in on goal. Trying to get that puck out of the offensive zone. Toros are digging away at it over there in the corner. So he's going to come away with the loose puck. It goes back in behind the net and fires it around. Number 88 is going to try and keep it in from the line, but all he could do is knock it down. Here come the Toros up their center with Ardog. Short-handed. Looking for the second short-handed goal of the game. And that's what's going to happen. Keaton Ardog with a nice move to make it around Brown for another short-handed goal. The second short-handed goal of the period to make it 7-1. The Toros kind of got mismatched in the first round versus Whitby when they got blown out in the last two games, and now they know how it feels to be on the right end of it with a 7-1 lead over Peterborough here in the second. Trying to get that shot away. It's going to roll in on net, and Parceau is going to steer that one aside and behind the net. And they're going to scoop it up from their own zone. Try to move it out of their own end. And he'll start it up into the zone. Splitting the D, taking the shot, it hits the side of the net. Pithy with Stone. Luke Stone takes it in behind the net. Chipping it to the other side. Number 91, can't get it out. Nolan Lee with a quick shot. It's going to hit the side of the goal. Scooped up there by number 20. He fans on the first shot. Trying to get it out. Couldn't do it. Now he moves it up there for number 34. And it's another turnover again. Stone couldn't go with the puck. Number 34 gets the opportunity to go on a breakaway against Parceau and scores. Number 34 has put Peterborough a little bit closer to make it 7-2. Face off at center. Time for that lead pass. Trying to find that loose puck now was number 2. Turns it over to his own zone. Coming in the zone now. Trying to chip it around the defender was Rohrbeck. And Carter Rohrbeck will sweep it in behind the net for Jackman. Jackman collides with his man in behind the goal. So he's going to be the first man to their feet as both players collided on that loose puck in behind the goal. A face-off to be taken here at center as both players went to the bench after that collision in behind the goal. Jackman seemed to take the worst of it, but was able to make his way back to his feet. So he'll be out sooner than later. Our dog scoops it up at the zone. Tries for that late pass to the side. Turned it over there to center to number 9, firing it into the zone. Scooped up there by number 2. Here gets pressured on there by our dog. He's trying to find that loose puck. Number 3 will scoop it up. Puts it in behind the goal for Pithy, trying to fire it around the other side. That'll get kept it from the line from Williams. Trying to get that puck out of the zone, and they will. Here they come up through center. Trying to stay on side. It's Pithy. Pithy lost the puck in behind the goal to Williams. As Williams sweeps it around the other side and get picked off there by the Toros. Baker, loose puck, fires it around the back end boards. Getting scooped up there by Nichols. Nichols trying to chip it out of the zone and couldn't do it. Pithy trying to get around the checker of Marshall. Marshall is making his way around McCaslin as both number 8s were doing battle over there in the corner. Goes in behind the net. Trying to walk it out in front. With the quick release, it got blocked. Nice block to make sure that didn't make its way to the goal. Toros come up with a loose puck, trying to get around the checker as Pithy couldn't do it, and then he took number 44 down. We're in the last minute of play here at period number 2. Toros holding on to a comfortable 7-2 lead here in the second period, and we'll get a whistle with that scrum in the corner. And a draw right here at center. Hit there in the board. That'll be a penalty coming up here to the Toros. And this one will be to, I believe, going to McCaslin on the hit. A draw coming right here at the Toros line. Toros trying to kill this off before the end of the second. That's going in on net. Fires it high and wide just over the blocker hand of Parcero. Toros trying to get that loose puck out. Bounce it off the back end boards. Knocked down by Williams. Williams tried to split the D and comes in the zone on over the line. Peterborough with a shot. That's going to get blocked and goes into the corner. Picks it up in his own end. And I'll lead it up through center. Might be one more opportunity for a short end of play, but they're going to fire it in wide of the net as knowingly got taken down, and the Toros really capitalized on some penalty trouble from Peterborough in that period, and they also capitalized on their own penalties with a couple of short-handed goals as well. They get to enjoy a 7-2 lead to go to the third. Here we go. Starting period number 3 here at the Evan Rood Arena. Game number 1 of this ETA playoff series between the Peterborough Petes and the Novice AAA Clarington Toros. Toros lead this one in route 7-2 right now here in the third period. Hoping to put this one to bed and have a 1-0 series lead to go back home on Saturday afternoon at 2:30. Beveridge will slip it past Hutton down the ice and into the corner. Taking it back in his own end. It'll get scooped up in their own zone at the neutral end and by Schlitt. And Schlitt is going to turn it over to Peterborough from their own zone. There's still 50 seconds left to go on the power play on the penalty to McCaslin, which ended the second period. A nice defensive play by Jackman to come back and sweep it off its stick. So he's back after probably just losing his breath. Quick shot going wide of the net. Ropping it out of front wide. Letting it pickle. Got a beauty goal, short-handed in the second period. Along with Jackman as well. Jackman did the end-to-end rush and then snapped it over Brown's shoulder to make it 7-1 at the time. Coming up into the zone with a shot. That's going wide of the net. Coming out the back end boards for Turner. Turner setting it up. Turned it over. Tried for the pass for Pickle, but it was out of his reach. Scooped up there by Peterborough in their own end. They'll come in. Jackman with a nice play to chip it out the back end boards. Scooped up there by Mitchell. And Asher Mitchell lost control of the puck in his own end. As Peterborough try and dump it out of the zone. Stays in there though. And McCaslin got taken off his feet. Kept him from the line. Peterborough trying to get it out of their zone then. Quick shot. And that might have hit the stick there of Brown as he got the knob of his stick on that to make the stop. Back in behind the net they go. Toros trying to dig that puck free from behind the net. And Peterborough scoop it up through center from their own end with a pass. It went off the right skate there at center ice. And then a big collision over there at the penalty box area. Toros roar back, tried to dump it back in and went right onto the stick of the defenseman who tries for the lead pass. But that was nicely defended by McCaslin, who dumps it in behind the net. Trying to keep it in there from the Peterborough bench is Adam Baker digging away at the loose puck. Looking to get some help. And he's got Pithy in there digging away as well. And it comes free for our dog. Trying to shoot it from his knees. And a nice stop there by Brown with a right pad save. But a nice effort also by Keaton, our dog, who was able to get a good shot away as he was lying down. But he wasn't able to fool Brown on it, as Brown was able to go down to the splits and make that right pad stop. Be another face-off in the Peterborough end. Trying to find that loose puck in the zone is our dog. Our dog with some nice moves finally lost the puck. And Peterborough come up through center. Trying to get around the check of Bishop. And he got knocked down. And that was Lee, who came back defensively. And we will get a slashing call, I believe. And it's going to go to Baker. Draw coming up to the left of Mateo Parcell on the penalty to Baker. Peterborough will get the opportunity to inch a little bit closer, but this isn't the way to start it. Here comes Pithy, short-handed for the hot trick. That's going wide of the net. On the backhand, he slid it wide. Trying to keep it in from the line. Trying to get around the checker and move it out. It'll just get chipped away by Bishop. And knocked down by Nolan Lee. Trying to find that loose puck. Our dog versus Jessup. That's going down the ice. Pithy will scoop it up at his own end. Try and find it to the other side. Schlitt's going to keep it in from the line as he tries to put it in there. That lead pass is going over everybody and into the corner for icing as Bathgate couldn't find the wheels to get to that loose puck. Face off to be taken up to the right of the goal. Coming around the other side. Charlie Brandt is backing up, trying to defend the player at center. And he's making some nice moves, dropping it off. And he's coming in the zone with a quick shot. Stick stop there by Parcero. One of his better saves of the day as he got his knob on that stick from Jones. Luke Stone from his own end will sweep it down the ice and into the corner. Back in behind the net it goes for Peterborough to try and get it out. The control from his own end. Brandt trying to hold him off. Scooping it up there is number 91. Trying to get around Schlitt and couldn't do it. Luke Stone trying to get it out with some nice moves to get around the checker. Stone. One more man to beat, and he does just that. He's in all alone shot, and he was in too close. Couldn't capitalize on that scoring opportunity as that goes down the ice and stays there at center. Quick shot. It's going to go in wide of the Toros net. Ethan Jackman trying to find the loose puck with Moore. Nolan Moore is off to the left-hand side, trying to chip it out. McCaslin. They pass for Pickle. He chips it up. And the Pickle trying to get to the loose puck there in the zone. Got taken off his feet. They're trying to find that loose puck again. And it'll get scooped up there by Peterborough coming up in. Late pass over everybody. Not going to make it to the net. Noah Moore around the other side. That'll try and get kept in from the line, and it does. No, that was going to be offside. Thought maybe he held it in, but Moore gets taken off his feet once he reaches the blue line. Kept in from the line with a shot. It's going to go in wide of the Peterborough net. So Mitchell tries for a shot. That's going to go in wide of the net. So the Toros are definitely finding the scoring touch here in this playoff series already in game number 1. They've got a 7-2 lead. And it all started in that second period when they scored five goals to make it 7-1. It was actually 5 straight goals as well, as Peterborough got the last goal of the second. Mitchell, Esther Mitchell, chipping it out past the defenseman. It rolls into the zone from the face-off circle, trying to backhand it away, and that'll get kept in from the line. Go for the slap shot right in the net, and that got stopped by Brown easily, and they'll freeze it. There's going to be a draw coming off to the right of the goal. Nolan Lee will fire it back in behind the net, right in behind the Peterborough goal. Trying to find a lane. He's going to lead it up through center. Knocked down by Pithy from his own end. As that'll slide into the Peterborough zone. Trying to fire it. Was getting hooked up. Still turns around, and that was Baker with a shot in on net. It got stopped by Brown. Another opportunity to try and fire it to the goal. Got blocked. It went in behind the net. So the Toros, with 7 goals, aren't satisfied with that. They're still pressing for more. Kept in by Bishop from the line. Right back down low for our dog, trying to get away from the checker. And behind the net. He's getting pinned back there, and he's trying to get some help by Pithy in behind the net. Adam Baker on the loose puck. Got taken off his feet and behind the goal. Peterborough get the opportunity to try and clear, but we're going to get a penalty for tripping coming up, so the Toros go to the power play. A draw. Just coming off to the left of Brown. That's going around the rink, kept in by Schlitt. Couldn't control it from the line. And fired off. Knocked down by Riley Brand at center. And it's an offside. A draw right here at the Peterborough line. That's going down the ice. Riley Brand will take it from his own end now. He got pressured on right in behind the goal by Jones. And then both Jones and Brand collide. Jones is trying to win the battle versus Beveridge. Walking it out of front. Couldn't stuff it in from the side. And it gets kept in from the line with a quick shot. Blocked out of front by Luke Stone. As that's going to get scooped up again. Lead pass for Pickle out of his reach. Trying to find it and get it up there for Stone. Luke Stone with a hard shot. Blocker stop there from Brown, and he'll hold it. Face off. Coming off to the right of Brown to be taken by Jackman. Pithy trying to chip it in there. Trying to get to the loose puck now is Jackman for Mitchell. Going around the other side as that tries to get kept in from the left-hand board. Quick shot is getting blocked out of front and going wide of the net. After Mitchell has a goal, he had one of the 5 straight goals in the second. As they fired him behind the net, trying to throw it out of front. Jackman trying to pick up the loose puck in the corner. Ethan Jackman lost the puck. Kept in by Moore from the line. Moore's pass got broken up. Falls down. Opportunity to rush in there. That's going in behind the net. Nolan Moore from his own end. Now fired around the other side. Trying to come in for the shot. Got pushed wide. Skipping around the other side there. And we're going to get another penalty coming up. Face off. Coming off to the left, right of the goal. Up there for Pithy, trying to get away. Turned over there to number 9, trying to pick it up through center. Trying to find that loose puck and get away at center ice. Got to take it off its feet as they're trying to find that loose puck. Quick shot to the goal. Over the stick of Baker from the side of the net. Trying to find that loose puck from the face-off circle. Our dog trying to walk it around out of front on the wraparound. And it's a goal for his second of the game as he was able to wrap it around past Brown to make it 8-2 now in favor of the Toros. So now our dog joins the two-goal club. Pithy had 2. Our dog's got 2. Rohrbeck, Mitchell, Jackman and Pickle have singles for the Toros. Stone got taken off his feet, trying to find that loose puck up through center. Trying to come up into the zone, and it's offside. Knocked down by McCaslin. Knocked down at center. Time for the pass, broken up there at center ice by Rohrbeck. Back behind the net for Jackman, trying to walk it out of front. Has the puck in the corner. He's going to walk it out of front, and stopped there by Brown. Big opportunity there for Jackman as he outwitted Brown and just couldn't bury it. He had his second goal of the game on his stick, but couldn't convert. Rolled in on a blocker stop there from Brown or Parcell. Quick shot right to the goal. Stopped there by Parcell. There's a rebound out of front and cleared aside away out of harm's way by Astor Mitchell. Another quick shot. Knocked down by Backgate out in front. Trying to find the loose puck in the zone. Scooping it up with a shot. And that will get held in the Toros press by Parcell for another face-off. Face-off. Coming off to the right. Up Parcell. Pithy trying to get around the checker. With Baker. That's going to get swept down the ice. It'll get chipped in. Rolled right on net. And it gets stopped there by Brown. Looks like the defenseman was going to help him out a little bit, but was able to roll right in for an easy stop and now freeze it with 59 seconds left to go here on the clock. Toros cruising to an 8-2 lead. So, good way to start off this playoff series with a big win on the road, and now they've got to try and hold on to their home ice advantage now. As mentioned at the top, the winner of this series will go on to play for the ETA championship against the winner of the other semifinal. Coming around the other side. Going off his man, knocked down at center. Chipped in, and there comes the opportunity to go with that loose puck. He'll bring it in over the line. Hiltzman. Backhand shot. It's going to go wide of the net as Nolan Lee was able to come back defensively. Now Lee's getting pressured in the corner. Around for Beavers. Jake Beavers trying to chip it out. 5 seconds left. That'll go in behind the net. And we will have another penalty coming up. So don't go anywhere yet. We still got 4 seconds left to go. One more face-off, one there by the Toros, and that'll do it for game number 1 of this series as the Toros are able to come into Peterborough and give them a thrashing actually with an 8-2 victory. A big second period for the Toros with 5 goals is what's led the way. Some power play goals and a couple of short-handed goals as well. And this team will now take a 1-0 lead into Saturday's action. For game number 2. Saturday will be a big day for MJ Broadcasting. We will have 4 back-to-back games coming up. So we will see you starting on Saturday afternoon. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.